How's it going there, everybody? It is me, Shane, and I'm here to give you another Digimon Ghost Game episode review and recap. Today's episode didn't even pull up my notes. Today's episode is episode 17, also entitled Icy Hell. So, so as always, please remember, give me a like, hit me up with a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. The subscribe button is going to help me get to 200 subscribers, and that's what we're aiming for. And if you are not new here, please don't forget to hit that notification bell. That's also right next to that sub button. And don't forget to share the video so others can see what a great time we're having. Just trying to pull up my notes here, y'all, because, man, this episode, I had a visceral reaction towards the end of it. Not visceral, that's hyperbole. I had a reaction to the ending of this episode, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. It's probably you guys are probably now like, man, you say the same stuff over and over again. But this one, if you've seen this episode, you know where I'm getting at. But as always, by the way, if you don't really care about the whole review, because if you've already seen it, most of the time when I do the part by part, I'm just going over stuff that you might have missed or things, my thought process. A lot of people like to record themselves watching it, and you see them watching it and they don't really they're not really saying anything, they're not really telling you much about how they feel or what they think. You just see their reaction and go, ho ho ho. I'd rather go over what's happened and then tell you the little bits inside of there that actually matter. So let's get right on into it. Icy Hell. Well, it's kind of funny. I told myself I would never talk about those recaps with the hologram ghost. I just always laugh at it at this point. But now the gang are freezing, and by gang I mean Kiyoshiro, Hiro, Frozomon, TurtlesAndTentacles, and Angoromon. And Frozomon telling Angoromon to come over and warm up Hiro. And this one, Kiroshiro's like, who got us into this situation? And they don't even do a really good job of going like, hey, several hours later or a moment before this. You just have to pay attention. Because before this, they are now in this geothermal plant that was designed by and created by Kiyoshiro. Dude's literally a genius. But same time, he's taking more ownership. He's like, essentially, I made this. It is an unmanned place. Something I didn't even have to write that part down. But it's an unmanned place, and Goromon saying, yeah, it's pretty good for the environment. Kiroshiro's going on and on about how great it is. TurtlesAndTentacles is more focused on going to an onsen, which is, Japanese hot spring. Not a shared bath, well, kind of a shared bath, but it's a hot spring, right? She's more thinking about that. The hero he's in wonder of all of it. He loves this type of stuff. Gammamon is kind of like ooh too, and that's actually a point where Ruli even says, I guess boys get excited over this kind of thing. But I won't get too ahead of myself, because outside there's some kind of creature with a glowing eye that goes, oh, there's some unnatural heat over there. He's gonna go in and take care of it. So Ruli, I already told you about what Ruli said, and Kiyoshiro got them to come along. So if something happened, I won't freeze to death. Literally, she quoted him word for word, which is kind of funny that he said that. The being's getting closer and closer and sees it as an obstacle. Interesting. And Ruli and Goromon, they're going to split up to find something to make a Yukidara, a.k.a. a snowman. So, Goromon's going to go find a spade just to dig up some of the snow. She's going to go find some other things to make it. Jellymon is, I'm going to put bother in air quotes, because Kiyoshiro is just kind of useless at this point as he's going over everything, because Jellymon's going on and on about having padded kimono and other such things. Then all of a sudden there's a loud rumble. And Gammamon wonders if it's an earthquake. And because him and Hiro are kind of by a stairwell, and Ruli's outside, and she sees the explosion. And now there's this very stupid Digimon that's firing missiles, and then it's basically a snowblower. I had no clue who this Digimon was. I'm going to keep going until they tell you the name, though. So it's throwing tons of snow on top of the place. Hiro calls Kiyoshiro, who's able to, look at him through the security cameras, and there's a loudspeaker, and he's like, "Hey, it's a hologram ghost out there that's doing all of this." And Kirishio's basically telling the ghost that's dumping snow and ice on him to stop it. And I put a note right here, guys. Digimon in this show, in this particular part of the multiverse of Digimon are more trouble than they are worth. I'm just gonna flat out say it. And Goremon's been the only one that's kind of silent until the side, but even then, he was doing. He caused his partner some issues when it came to, like, you could just tell me that you're going to a secret meeting. Just say I'm going to a secret meeting. You can't really come. She would have been like, cool. Garamon has this weird dark evil side to him, and Jellymon is just, sometimes she wants to be good, but then a lot of times she just wants to be, I don't want to say bad, but naughty, like a nuisance sometimes. And I still like Jellymon, still like her, but eh, eh. And those are the three ones that's supposed to be likable. Not to mention Pokemon, who was the best Pokemon we had, who got straight up murdered. Every other Digimon just seems like they are more trouble than they are worth. So, it's a Digimon called Frozomon. And Jellymon says that's who, she's heard the name before. She never met the Digimon. And Kirishiro's over the loudspeaker. And then Goremon's like, do not provoke this one. Because he's trying to tell him to stop. But apparently, Digimon he's bad. He's just like, he's mad. He's like, he's on the mission. He's like, you're going to try to stop me from doing my mission? He just dumps more ice. And Ruli calls Hiro, who tells her what's going on. It's minus 15 degrees. They do Celsius in Japan. So minus 15 degrees Celsius. And it's starting to affect Gamamon. But Hiro gets the idea for him to, evolve. He turns into Battle Gamamon, which gives him more heat. So apparently, Frozomon would do anything to remove snow. That's what Goromon was telling us. But he's piling on the snow. Oh, okay. Ruli, can see it from the outside, and she's like, she can't handle all the snow that's blowing on top of her in the building, so she's, she needs to get back inside. It's minus 21 degrees Celsius where she is at this point. Now, I think it is a good time for me to show you guys this troublesome Digimon. This is Frozomon. I don't even, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't even care that the picture is slightly blurry. I really don't, because this guy was annoying. He's annoying as all heck. Like, sincerely. You see a little red hot knife right there? Let's read about this Digimon. Hey, did you know that this one is also an ultimate level Digimon? Yeah, ultimate level machine type Digimon as a virus is a machine Digimon that inhabits areas with heavy snowfall and removes the snow vigorously. Contrary to its reliable side that rescues those who get lost in snowstorms and the like, it is also a troublesome Digimon who uses all of its strength to eliminate those that get in the way of his rescues, even if they are babies. Let's repeat that. It will eliminate enemies, anything that gets in the way, even if they are babies. Little baby Digimon. That's not heroic. That's plainly stupid, and like it even said, troublesome. It is a specialist when it comes to cold regions who is capable of not only removing snow, but melting ice with its red-hot sword. Its special moves are unleashing a punch attack with its enormous right arm while charging, it's called removal blow, and piercing the enemy using heat from its heat sword on its left arm called the Defrost Blade. In addition, its Glaciate Missile that shoots out, it's compacted from the snow, and it gets stuck in its propeller. It generates huge blocks of ice on impact. It can use this to stop avalanches. I gotta get this light back up. There we go. It uses it to stop avalanches. This thing is annoying. First time it's ever showed up is in this series, but the first time it's ever shown up, period, in Digimon media is actually the Vital Bracelet. That's right. The thing that this show has as a Digivice, it is shown up in the Vital Bracelets. It comes from the Blizzard Fang Dim card. You know what else is a dim card? This thing is a dim card. It's dim. So, it's minus 20 Celsius where Ruli is, and the walls are just, everywhere's getting ice over it. The walls, the floor, it's just getting iced over. She doesn't know which way the control room is because it's all starting to look the same. Kiyoshiro asks Angoromon why didn't he tell him to not say anything or not to provoke Frozomon, which I'm sorry. Just gonna go on let him. Yeah, Kiyoshiro is annoying when it comes to the whole "oh I'm scared" thing, but first of all, even Jellymon mentions, "Hey, you're kind of brave when you're behind the screen. You don't have to actually face the thing for, straight up." It's like, look, I don't care about that. I care about the fact that he was in the right. He's telling the thing, "Stop dumping snow on us," and he just gets mad and dumps more. That's not provoking. He didn't call him an idiot. Not to what I heard, and I was listening very intently. He didn't tell him to buzz off. He didn't tell him to, go skip rocks or whatever. He just said stop. That's not provoking. But anyway, excuse me. Anyway, so don't even know why they're mad at him for being right. Kirishiro's in the right here. Hiro is like, well, maybe if I change the area. He sends them to the desert area. It's still cold in there. There's just sand now. So he sends them right back because it didn't make a difference. It does not change the climate, apparently. So now, this stupid thing, and the humans are starting to get really, really cold. Like this is when where things are getting bad. Like, and Goromon picks up both Hiro and Kirishiro to get them together. Hiro actually told Kirishiro to have Jellymon evolve into Tesla Jellymon right around here at Battle Gamma turn to Battle Gamma because it'll keep them warm. And so he's and Goromon's in the perfect fluffy fur form, so keeping these guys warm. And now the stupid thing breaks into the factory, and Ruli needs to run, and she's trying to get her way back to the control room to get with everybody else. But oh look, it turns the corner. It's like, hey, are you friends with those guys that are getting away with my mission? She's like, no. And Heroes over the loudspeaker is like, run. She's like, idiots. They start chasing her. This thing's actively trying to kill her. It kills babies when it gets in the way. Just putting it out there. Literally, that's what this thing says. It will eliminate babies if they get in the way. So, allow me to continue. Chasing her. Kirishiro's giving her directions, because there are these sliding doors that come down that are supposed to prevent damage and things like that. I guess it's to kind of stop a flood or something because these doors are coming in. But Frozomon hits it and then breaks through. This has happened a couple of times, and it has this little heated blade. And when she makes a sudden right turn, trying to get her out of the building, this thing can't really turn all that well inside buildings. It makes sense, and she's able to get outside. She makes a little hideaway hole in the snow, which is it's insane to both her and probably us viewers that it is much warmer outside than it is inside of there. Let me catch up because I told that so well. So Goromon is also heating the boys up. The other two Digimon are, getting ready to fight this idiot because the boys are tucked underneath his arms, and he has a move called Removal Blow because they use the sword shot and the Felice attack, the electric and fire moves. Guy blocks it, and Hiro can't give any more moves because even though he tries to say it, it's too cold. He's starting to pass out. Yoshiro's starting to pass out, so they go ahead and just retreat. And this dude, who has a heated blade, because even they said it's kind of contradictory that you're a snow Digimon, supposedly, but you have a heated blade. And he's like, it's for ice removal. Ooh, shut up, shut up. But he says, and I quote, you'll never be able to stop me ever again. He wants to eliminate them. I can't really say certain things on YouTube algorithm, so I have to use other words. He's trying to unalive them. He's trying to unalive them so hard, and it makes no sense. But they all hide. They hide behind one of the busted caution doors. He goes through it. It looks like Ruli was about to call him. And this mirrors the whole Felismon episode when they had called her and blew her cover. She almost pushed the button to call Kirishiro, but she doesn't. And I like that she has those instincts to say, they could be running too. I'm going to hold off. So now, now they're back in the control room, but it's unfortunate because now even Angoromon can't take the cold. He is starting to pass out. Battle Gamamon turns back into Gamamon and passes out. Hero's trying to stay up and passes out. I'm like, wait a second, Frozomon. I don't. Apparently, and then outside, Frozomon's back outside dumping more ice on them because Kiyoshiro comes up with an idea and says, "Hey, Jellymon, hit the red button. It'll cut off the power, but it'll get much warmer." And after he cuts off the power, that's when Frozomon goes outside and just like, "Oh, you're gonna make it hot again? All right. Well, here's more ice and stuff." And he sees Ruli outside. And now he's gonna start harassing her. So the boys are all about to pass out. Jellymon's okay because she's using the electricity in her body to keep herself warm, and she's like, unfortunately, it's she's like, it only works for me, in her little cute Tesla Jellymon way, like it's only for me, and he's like, yeah, I'm okay, I'm glad that you are okay, Tesla Jellymon Sama. He says, hey, help out. I forget Hiro's last name, but he calls him by his last name. He says, hey, can you help? I don't think he calls him. I think he's talking about Ruli. He's like, help her, and he passes out, and she's like, darling, you not. It's like, yeah, he's knocked out. Oh boy. So Frozomon is coming after Ruli. He's about to swipe her with this red hot knife from the ground. I love that Tesla Jellymon slash Jellymon. I love that they're the only ones that do this move. She comes up from the ground and drop kicks this fool right in the eye, the one eye. Excuse me, and rescues Ruli. And Ruli asks if the others are okay. And Tesla Jellymon's quiet. She's like, it's just us now. There's no time to think about anybody else. We need to go forward. Now, there's multiple ways of thinking about this. It could be seen as Tesla Jellymon trying to put on a brave front and be her normal, selfish, narcissistic self. Or it could just be Tesla Jellymon trying to tell her, yo, it's just you and me. We cannot worry about the others. We got to get this done. Multiple ways of interpreting that. And she's saying, I'm sure they're fine. And this thing calls her a coward because it hits her in the eye. And Ruli's in shock. She's like, wait, so the others are. And I love the fact Tesla Jellymon slaps her across the face. And she's like, we're the only ones left. Let's deal with this. She gets Jellymon's moves in her head. Her move called Volvo Sprite. It basically looks like if you played Street Fighter, M. Bison's move called the Psycho Crusher. She does like an electric Psycho Crusher where she spins into this stupid thing. And she calls over and over her Felicity move, which is her electric palm move. I find this part is very interesting. And it's going in, it's going palm. She's calling move after move. Ruli is basically screaming at this point and cries out. She got tears in her eyes because, their boys could be dead right now or unalive. And after she hits, after Tesla Jellymon hits him one time, flips over this freaking ice truck. There's a bunch of Digimon that just run up, rookies and champions. I saw Frigimon, aka Yukidaramon, and all this. They say, "Don't bully Captain Frozomon," and this is the stupid part. And they're like, he's our captain, Alfredo. I told you guys to go and hide and stay away from here. And Ruli goes, hey, we have friends on the inside. Go help them. They bring them out. They had a fire going. Apparently, this land is getting warmer. Ruli's like, hey, spring is going to come soon. So that's why it's getting warmer. And the Frozen Land Digimon, they're trying to find other places to be cold, obviously. And they just got caught up apparently by coincidence, is what Hiro's saying. But they call him captain because he's the most capable. But even Hiro's like, well, it looks like he's just kind of, what's what I'm looking for? He just looks to charge through. And he's like, yeah, but that thing right there, that unnatural thing, I don't know why you need it. It's in our way. And Kirishio's like, fine, I can shut it down so you can pass through. And in my notes, I said F them. Pick a finger. I'm going to let you know this is the incorrect finger. This is the finger I'm thinking. Because, what? And Angoromon's poem of the day is, true workmen do their jobs with few words. Silence can be troublesome, which it is, but sometimes could be a model example of a workman. Again, read between the lines. And Ruli says you might be right, not that she understood that. Next time, the next episode is going to be about Peter Pan. It's going to be Petermon, but whatever. A bunch of rookie Digimon and children, whatever. My initial reaction after that whole Don't pick on Captain Frozomon. Two. It's two. It's a freaking two. Two, 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 two. Two. It's a two. It's a two, y'all. Now you're probably saying to yourself, "Well, Shane, why? It can't be that bad. It's not. You had some interesting parts in there. A two is my initial reaction because you tried to do this whole red herring thing. Not only intro withstanding, another ultimate level Digimon, something they cannot actively take on right now. Another Digimon who is more troublesome. This thing, even its own encyclopedia, will take out baby Digimon if they get in the way. I'm sorry. I would have liked to see this thing get destroyed, digi-killed. I was hoping they were going to keep going to the Felis attack until she does like a Giga Charge Felis attack and just destroys him, and then they get the boys out. Little Digimon be damned. Pardon me. Little Digimon be damned. And just that red herring. The whole, I got a mission, this is unnatural. I am sick and tired of there being troublesome Digimon that are actively about to kill people. Actively. Forget about Sealsdramon. Sealsdramon was made for that. He was bred for that. And his whole thing is like, I just got to keep doing my thing. This is what I'm made for. I can deal with that. You had to handle him sooner or later, which I think if Gulas Gamamon didn't show up, I think there'd have been more Digimon being destroyed by him, and they would have been like, "Oh man, we got to figure out a way," but I don't know. They were close to destroying Weedmon, Zachomon, but that was different than this. How? I'm sick of the misunderstandings. Legitimately, I'm sick of Ultimates being nothing but showing up, and they can't actively handle it. I'm sick of it being misunderstandings. I'm legitimately sick of we've only seen one evil Digimon, Felismon. And because he's a dark Digimon that is lawfully evil, he's like, alright, I don't feel like going through this trouble. Here, you get all those people back. I'm gonna come back later. I cannot wait for there to be a Dark Tamer. You guys keep showing stupid Draculmon. I can't wait for there to be a Dark Tamer to show up and be like, I don't really care about killing these things. They tried to murder me and my family. And everybody's like, oh, it's a misunderstanding. No. You said they come back as eggs anyway, right? Who cares? It's a cycle. Black War Greymon take care of it. I'm looking forward to that. Now, if I want to calm down a bit, it's a low 3. Low 3 or 2.5 at max. At max, guys. It's a 3 or 2.5 at max. And that's only because of the whole red herring. You have a thing out there that these things are more trouble than what they should be. And it's crazy that we have these kids that they're almost getting, unmade and wiped out. But it's like, oh, you gotta be better than you can be better than that. But it's episode 17, guys. Come on. Sooner or later, you're gonna get to that. You're gonna get to that one, and it's gonna be like, oh, we have to do something about that. Last episode was Cherrymon, Judoraemon, who actively was eating people. If they ever take a break for the second season, or they take a break for this show, I hope they come back with some other kind of writing. If they don't, I'll just look forward to the next season. I will continue to cover this, but let me know what you think of what's going on in this series. I've already said a 3 at max. A 2.5 is if I'm gonna be nice. 2.5 is where I'm willing to go. Maybe me being upset made it a 2. I'll give you 2.5, a 3 at the most. Tell me, what do you think of the episode in the comment section down below. Please do not forget to subscribe. It really helps me out. I meant to say don't forget to like. The liking really helps me out. Promotes the channel, guys. But don't forget to subscribe. Trying to get to 200 subscribers. Do not forget to hit that notification bell if you are not new here, and share the video so others can see what a time we're having. As always, I thank you for spending some time with me. Please be good, be blessed, wash your hands, wear a mask, stay safe out there, everybody. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes, don't be a jerk. You are never alone, and I will most definitely see you guys next time.